1st century AD Roman lighthouse. The top stage was reconstructed 1415 to 1437. Presumably this is number 202 on the audio tour. That's quite some audio tour. Oh, here we go. Okay, we're on the eastern side of Dover Harbour. Are we? Yes, we are. And apparently there's one of those lighthouses on the west. Well, it used to be a lighthouse on the western side. Now apparently, once upon a time, it was converted into a place for hanging bells, like a belfry. But no more. Inside it, if you walk inside, you just look up. There's no roof, just walls, stone walls. Where are we? Well, of course, there's lots of places in England where there could be remnants of 1st century Roman, whatever it is. But by now, you should know that we're in Dover, on the southeast coast of England. And I always wanted to go to this building here. Dover Castle. 2 flags on the left there. Top one is, of course, the Union flag. Flag under it and slightly to the left is the flag of English heritage. This is an English heritage property. Right now it's about 22 quid to get in. There are ways of reducing that. If you're going to go to a few places like this, you really should get yourself just one of those English heritage passes, which will turn out to be good value actually. If you are going to go to a few places like this, turn out that I don't think you can see it through the arch. You might be able to see the water there, the channel, and that's where a few of the previous videos were taken. Down there is a place called the medieval medieval stuff's ahead of me. The World War II wartime tunnels, which is exactly as it says. Of course, there's a port down there. The port's still down there, and of course, France is just 21 miles away. And of course, France was occupied for most of the Second World War, and so there were Germans just 21 miles away from here. And of course, had it been up to those Germans, they would have invaded all of this and everything else. And it's highly likely that they did try, but I suspect that for most of us listening to this and watching it, it's just as well that they failed. Anyway, so there's secret wartime tunnels that have all that kind of, the sort of secret stuff that was going on back then. It's all very interesting, actually. One thing, if you are going to go to it, this is really, really important. It is part of the, if you like, general ticket for Dover Castle. Apparently in the summer, the queues to get in can be anything like 2 to 3 hours, especially when the schools are out. So if you are going to go, I have to say, my advice would be to get in here as soon as you can, as soon as it opens, and head straight for those tunnels. It is part of the ticket, but nevertheless, there's queues to get in. They have tours every 20 minutes or something. Otherwise, you could be standing around for a little while waiting to get in, which might be a nuisance for you. And with these sort of things, somebody was telling me that with some school groups, for the first hour, the tunnels are only open to school groups anyway. So it's probably best, if you're coming at a time when the schools are out, maybe to phone this place ahead of time and just check what time general access to the wartime tunnels is, general opening time is, and be there for that. I must admit, I do suggest that. Otherwise, you might be a little bit angry, especially if it's hot weather and it's, you get thirsty and, you wish you'd brought water with you and all the rest of it. Anyway, into the castle itself. Bunch of gates around here. was a moat. The moat is now dry. And anyway, I've already been in. So later.